I had the pleasure of evaluating Shirley's 7th speech. It's actually research a topic, but it's speech number 7 out of the guide. We speak for the victims, and research a topic. The speaker is to collect information from numerous sources and carefully support points, specific facts, examples, and illustrations, rather than just with the speaker's own opinions. And that was one of the only flaws, is that it was more your side of, which that's the whole point of it. But what I loved about it, it really illustrated why we're here is to become better speakers for our lives. And this was something that you're going to be giving, and it's something you're going to be giving to people. And it shows very specific details on what you gave the pros and cons and what they're going to say, what you're going to say. You introed a team. So some of these didn't exactly go. How well did your topic apply to the audience? It was shocking, I have to tell you, when you first started, how graphic you were for this particular type of an audience. It was a little bit much. It was really, but at the same time, you have to realize it's real world as well, and it's something that you're going to be giving. So even though it was shocking, you really gave us vivid examples, which is what we need to do. And was the topic well researched? Absolutely. How well did the speaker support your main points? I mean, even the picture, having the picture. One of the things, really know the name of the child. That's one thing that you could have done a little bit better, because that's something that it makes the connection. And soften your voice when you speak about the child. And when you talk about the victims. Get that, oh, the victims. If you say it in the same tone that you say everything else, it kind of takes away a little bit. But if you say, the victims, and you pause, it makes everybody in the room feel, oh wow, it's a child. What you say is as important as how you say it, and that was one of the little things. You have such authority in what you say, which is great because you command presence of the room and you command attention. But some of the topics, when you're talking about certain things, how you say it, how you reference, your mannerisms. You used the floor very well, which was great, the biblical reference, the way you gave it, and one of the points that you made about it, which was, specifically, you don't take it out of context. If you don't hear where it comes from and specifically see it read, it could be taken completely wrong. And that's true of any text. So that was a great point to illustrate. And, it was very well organized. Did you use, your body language? Your pitch was good, but you could have softened it a little bit at times, used a little bit more pauses. Stop. Your time doesn't start till you start speaking. When you get up here, if you're racing to start your speech, you're starting wrong. You command attention. Stop. Like, Shay actually gave a good example. She stopped, she looked around. I mean, you don't want to stare at someone because then it gets a little eerie. But you want to stop. And let people settle into your speech. So take that little bit of a moment. But the speech in general, I mean, it was such a strong, for a debate. You definitely had some great points in the back and forth. You did have great eye contact. One of the things you said about, to me, it was, I have to use my notes, but you didn't really use notes. You may have walked past here, but that's okay. So don't prep somebody. But don't prep somebody on something like that. Unless you say, I want you to watch me and see if I'm using my notes. If that's something you want me to look at, then that's fine. But if you are just giving a speech, don't let people know what's going to be negative, ever. Let them find it for themselves. So, it was wonderful, and I'm very much looking forward to the next one.